Another green day. It is a good day. It's 9:25 a.m. I've only been trading for less than an hour, but I've made $200. And in this video, I'm going to show you what my trades were and recap what I learned. So let's dive right into it. All right, so here we are inside of my trading platform. Again, I use TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. And right now you can see that on the 5-minute chart in the upper left corner of the screen, that at the beginning of the day, the S&P 500 opened with this dramatic rise. I'll show you what that looked like on the 1 minute down here. We had this rise at the beginning of the day at the opening bell, and then it kind of faded away. And then it meandered around this, what I had as a resistance line, turned support and turned into nothing, and it just sort of meandered around the moving average, back and forth, back and forth. Now, one thing that I have been looking for, if you've been following along, are patterns that develop within the trading day. So for me, a few days ago, I really realized that sometimes triangle patterns can show you when a stock is going to break out or when it's going to, collapse. And so for me, I was able to draw this triangle pattern based on the 1 minute chart. Let me zoom out. Based off the high at the open, based off this next high. So for a trend line, again, you need at least 2 data points. And then as it progressed, it bounced off again here, and then it broke through here. Now let's look at the bottom support of this. So at the opening, we had this point, and then roughly this point, and then this point. So that was what I used to draw my triangle pattern. Now again, as the stock gets closer to the terminal point of that triangle pattern, it's going to break one of 2 ways. This could either have broken up or it could have broken down. So you wait and you position yourself to be in a position to take advantage of either. Now, if we look at the 5 minute, we know that the momentum was going up here, and with that, you can kind of assume that it will break up. Now, wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. Don't guess in the middle of the wedge pattern here. Just wait for confirmation. And so then anyway, so this stock did break up out of the wedge pattern, and then something that I found is very common, it came back down to retest the limits of this trend line. So it retested and rode this trend line down until eventually it gathered and it went, and it popped off of that trend line and has continued up, and right now we have reached a new resistance level up here at 238.95, or rather 239.36, I guess is the new one. And we've kind of rode that momentum. Now for me, I don't like to be risky. My strategy is to get in the market and then get out of the market, and to limit my exposure to the market because it's so volatile. I just want to make one obvious trade each day, or a few obvious trades each day, and then call it quits. When I get to, my goal is $100, but when I get to $200, then I shut it down and I say, hey, this is probably good enough for me. If you followed the video yesterday, at one point I was down $1,600 and I had to battle my way back. And, some of that is skill and some of that is luck. So I didn't want to overextend my welcome. I didn't want to overtrade today. I just wanted to make my $200. And even though this was an obvious trade, once it started coming back down, the market that we are in, you can see over here, S&P is up 6% today. Yesterday it was down some 6%, I believe. And the day before that, it could have been anything under the sun, the way the markets have been. So I just decided I'm just going to shut it down. It's only, again, 9:30 a.m. and I made $200. So that was my trades today. I traded a few different shares, obviously, 700 shares total on that trade. And it was a good day. We'll see what happens. This is kind of a good look at people that don't believe in trend lines and don't believe in resistance and support lines. Look at how clearly this ETF has performed, rising all the way up to here and then selling off and backing off. If you don't believe it, there it is right there. So again, a really good day, $200, only 9:31 a.m. And why is this? Why do I consider investing passive income? Well, I'm going to make a few videos about this. But because it allows me to reclaim my time. So right now I have invested about an hour's worth of work, and I've made $200, which is more than I would make at my last job as a teacher, in an entire day, and I've still got a lot of time left to continue working on other things that I want, or I can go hang out with my family and have that freedom. Plus, the way that I trade, I don't need to, like, this is the worst market ever in the history of the United States. I mean, as far as the dramatic fall of the stock market, 30% within only a few weeks. However, I'm preserving my capital by only entering the market when I see an opportunity and then getting out of the market when I don't see that opportunity anymore. And I can do this from anywhere, so it gives me the freedom to do that. So that's that's the reason why I see investing for me, and I don't advise you to do this because this is very risky stuff, right? But investing for me is a way to reclaim my time and have that serve as sort of the foundation on which I can build other streams of income. And that's kind of what I want to do with this channel, and that's what I want to do with sort of the rest of these videos, is not just talk about day trading. It's fun and I really enjoy it, but I want to show you how you can maybe leverage your time in different ways to do whatever it is that you care about. Write books, or whatever. If you were me right now, you'd have the whole rest of the day off, right? Or to do whatever you wanted. So that's the cool part about it. If you guys have comments, questions, please let me know. I'm working on putting together an ebook that will be hopefully free for you guys to download, which will have my strategy so that you can just kind of look it over. I want to be a better teacher, and I think that's a great way to do it. I'm also putting together a video course that will help you, and I'm going to start putting up some of my best trades, because I've had some really interesting, really cool trades when I've been trading in real time that has just been really fun to see how some of these trend lines, how some of these triangles materialize, and then you can capitalize on it. So lots of stuff to come. I'm very excited about it right now. The channel has 1 subscriber, so I'm really excited for the future, right? Because maybe we'll double that, and then double that, and then we'll be at 4 or 5. It'll be great. So anyway, see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later.